The positive for us is we've got 3 wins, but still 19 games to go, which is still a large part of the season. Are we happy where we are? Yeah, in around the tries we've scored and the points we've got on the board already, but ultimately the sterner tests to come. We will be keeping our feet in the ground. We're not the greatest team in the world just because we've scored 9 tries in 1 game. And there will be a true test when we go to Munster on Saturday, and that's something we spoke about in the change rooms. It's 5 points in the bag, but there's no good looking back. It's done and dusted now. We've got a training week that starts on Tuesday, which is vitally important, and defensively I still think there's improvements to be made, in particular going away from home to likes of Munster and Zebras following.
Steve, how are you going to keep Rhys Webb's feet on the ground? He's a confident chap, he's playing particularly well.
Yeah, I think we've got a couple of guys in the group who will keep his feet firmly on the ground, if I'm particularly honest. He's not that type of kid. He's confident, which is part of why he is such a good rugby player. He's got that confident ability. It's just keeping him on the field. He's had a good pre-season. He's having a good run of games, and there's a lot happening around him as well. He's got good competition in Martin and Abba as well, which keeps him on his toes. So, look, I don't think it'll be an issue keeping Webby's feet on the ground, and you've got Alan Wynne Tips who can fire up every now and again if he didn't, but I don't think that's going to be an issue.
How good was his try? His first try?
Yeah, pretty decent. I thought he was going to get caught at the 22, and then he's just kept going and going. So it's a hell of a try to score, in particular from the halfway line. Everyone's trying to close him down. Look, he's powerful, he's fit, he's the ultimate pro and around. You only got to look at Rhys, how he's come back from his injuries. You don't come back as quick as he does unless you do everything right off the field. He'll be recovering already, and he'll be wanting to be in around the mix for Munster on the weekend.
You pleased with the clinical nature of today, Steve, every option you virtually took?
Yeah, there is that in our attack, but I thought we were a little bit sloppy on some of our exits, and I was sitting here being hypercritical and miserable like I probably normally am, but it's something that we look after perfection. We didn't have that in a lot of our exits, and I thought we made the forwards work a little bit too hard on some of that, and then every time we score it'd probably take us 2 or 3 attempts to get out, whereas if we do that out in Munster or Zebras, then you will get punished for it.
With Tipperick, what did you make of his comeback?
I thought he's pretty good actually, in fairness to him. He hasn't had any rugby. He's come in, he's done a fair bit of contact this week, but he does the simple things really well, his tackle contest work, and he's just in around everything, the speed, the breakdowns, and you know, he popped up on the head to keep on some movements to just keep the flow of the game going. And look, he's a British Lion. It's always great to have those guys back, and he is a true Osprey. He's desperate to wear the shirt, and he's desperate to make our team better, so it's great to have someone of him coming back into the group.
Will you relish this test out in Munster, tell you where you're at?
Yeah, it will. It'll tell us a little bit more about us. I think in particular it'll be a sterner test of our defence. I think the Dragons, there's some positive signs in our D, but again today I thought there was a couple of issues in around stuff where I think if we go to Munster and we're not a little bit better, then we'll get burnt on a couple of things. So that'll be a focus going out there, and I think when we say we get 3 points, we need to exit when we receive the ball from kickoffs a little bit better. But then on the positive side, I thought when we had the ball, in particular the opposition 22, I thought we were pretty ruthless. But again, Munster will be living on the edge and probably won't get as many opportunities as we did tonight.
Is Eli Walker going to be fit for that game?
Yeah, Eli will be thereabouts. It will be touch and go. I think we were hoping he would have recovered for this weekend, but he was slow. There's a bit of a bone bruise on his shoulder from the Dragon, so I think we'll see how he is on Tuesday. But in fairness, with like Tom Graben come on tonight, I thought was really good, and Isaiah's not in the match day 23, and then Hano, Haas, young Dava Wells is not in match day 23, so I think in around that we don't need to rush Eli back as good as he was up in the Dragons. We've just got to trust in some of our squad if he's not quite right.